It's saying it's taking around 8 hours, but we might be able to finish it up by the end of this class. It just depends how fast it's printing. Another problem that we would wind up with is setting up the Z coordinate. The Z coordinate is the depth up and down, and placing the nozzle to the surface. You can't let it touch or it'll start clogging, and we ran into that problem a lot. Once it starts clogging, it starts solidifying because the tip is very hot, it's 200 degrees C, and it starts solidifying, and we have to stop the whole print, lift it up, start all over again. Jake, you want to talk about software?
Yeah, so probably our greatest issue was actually getting it to begin printing, and once it started printing neatly. Probably one of the greatest overlooked things is actually loading in the slicer files. You actually have to go and import them from the DoBot file, and I feel like this is something that everyone overlooks because it's not really covered in a lot of the videos that you find online, but there's one video in particular that shows exactly what you need to do. So you have to make sure that you load in the printing files, the extruding files, into the configurator for the slicer, and then slice it after that. And once you do that, it'll pretty much take care of all the issues. We pretty much just had to do that and then hit play, and then it started printing perfectly. It stuck to the glass like it needed to. It calibrated itself after we put in the correct Z coordinate and put in the code that makes sure that it locks that coordinate in place so it stays that way. And then after that, everything is just running really smoothly. Prior to that, it just wanted to print like really fast, and then in terms of that, it wasn't very neat, so it was just something that looked kind of similar to like a waffle type of thing, and obviously it wasn't very watertight as we were printing at base, but this one, as you can see, is a really neat print. Everything is really tight in it, and it just did it pretty much all on its own. So pretty much the key to using this is making sure that you have the slicing software down so it will print it neatly and do everything correctly instead of going all nuts and try to do it in like 20 minutes.
Reading through the law, we never understood.
So does anyone want to talk about some of the other problems we encountered?
We had to read a lot on the instruction book on how this device functions, like if it's green, if it's blue, if it's red, and we even had to put some tape here because once we start 3D printing, it just sticks on it and just doesn't want to move. And if we just move the table or something, it'll just not print right, and we'll have to start all over again. And